Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and today is just kind of a update and gripe and show a project, just kind of a mixed thing. Just we'll decide what to call it when we need to call it that. Anyway, I was just looking on Pyramid Air, and I was looking at Pyramid Air yesterday, and the day before, and the day before, and the day before, and have been doing that ever since I paid for my Gauntlet 2 in 25 cal. Well, the in stock date showed 7/14/21. That's tomorrow. I get on there this morning or this evening to look at it. Now they've done changed the date from that to 9/3/21. So now we gotta wait 2 more months. That's bullshit, man. I'm about done buying from Pyramid Air. They've done that to me twice. Um, yeah, I don't like that. But anyway, that's my gripe. Shouldn't be no more of those. Uh, so I've been putting flashlights on all my good sniping rifles, so to speak. I've got two of them, and I like to have both of them lighted. So there's actually three guns I'd like to have lighted. Both my 25s and my Diana Storm Rider in 177. Or 22, either one. But anyway, I had some lights, but this one here was the only one I had available to use on a rifle. So it's a different size. The tube is, and you would have to have a clamp. That most clamps, they have both the same size as the flashlight is the same size as the scope. So because this is smaller, I had to make a new piece, which was this right here, going off of the original that I had bought. And if I remember, I'll put a link to that in the description. Don't hold me to it. I have a bad memory. So I made one that is the size of the flashlight on my 3D printer. Man, the things you can do with a 3D printer is just endless. Well, if I can hold it correctly, it's easier to do when you have a scope on it to counterbalance it. But I made that so it would pinch around the scope and this. Of course, I would want it up here close to the front with the switch up, wherever that's going to be when you get it on there, because I always put mine at an angle like that so it just rests down, and then I tighten it up. So, and then I have my button where it's the easiest for me to push when I'm getting ready to shoot. So that seems to be good right there. So once I get it on the gun, I'll adjust that trigger or the button wherever. But anyway, then I have to have a way to clamp them. So in one side, it's drilled for a 1/4 20 bolt to go through it, like that. However, this one was drilled and tapped for 1/4 20. I wanted to go bigger, but I didn't really have anything that was going to work, so I ended up with 1/4 20. But I think that should work fine, considering how it's been made. So then I found this bolt, and I'm hoping I don't need a longer one because this is about the only one I've got. Any other ones that I have longer have a real wide shank on it that's not threaded, and it's really big. So when you go to thread it, it turns into a meat chopping deal. And then when you get done with the threads, it looks like a child went and drew it on there. Anyway, so I found the 1/4 20 with a 7/16 head, and I 3D printed this knob with that hex opening so that this here would press down in it. So this bolt is pressed into it, and it's filed. And I had it so close that all I filed was the letters, and it was level. So then to hide that, and it looks fine just like that, but I went an extra mile and made a little plate that goes on it that's the exact same size as this, and it's knurled on the edge, and we're going to glue that to the top of that and make that all one piece. But we're going to glue it with RTV gasket maker, and believe me, that stuff works really good. So that's our turn knob, and it says it's got the Bison logo on it. So then I went and found a washer that's really nice, quarter inch washer to put on it, and then put it through the first one. And I'm hoping it's not going to be too short. I don't know if it's too short or not. It might be too damn short. I think it is. Yep, I'm going to have to get one that's about a 1/2 inch longer. So I got to look for another bolt. I may have to make one. God, I hate making bolts. Anyway, that's what my project is right now, and I'm going to see if I can't work with the shape to dial it down a little bit, because you really don't want bulk. You know, you don't want it to be real heavy and bulky and shit. So I'm thinking about doing some trimming on this, but I got to think about rigidity and how much this thing squeezes and how hard it squeezes, and you know, it's just a matter of experimenting with it, how tough this can be. So this one here is printed at 50%. So all of it's 50%. Well, actually, no, the knob's 100%, and this was 50%. It took 4 hours to print the knob, and about the same for the, might have been about 6 hours for that one, for these two pieces. So I just wanted to show that. I thought that was interesting how that all come together, and my little name plate that I'm going to glue on there with the RTV gasket maker. And I'm afraid that every time I open this damn thing, I have to clog it up, unclog it, because it's drying too damn fast. You don't have time to use it before it starts drying up on you. And I know this thing's sealing, so somehow it's getting air. Because if it didn't have air, it wouldn't get hard. So they need a new sealing system or something. And you got RTV gasket maker around it, so it kind of seals itself. So, see, right now I can't get nothing out of it. And it ain't been very long ago since I used it. So now I got to dirty a freaking drill bit. I just drill down through it and hope I can get it pulled out without damaging anything. while squeezing on it at the same time to kind of see if I'm getting anywhere. It don't look like I'm ever getting anywhere. Alright, now I'm starting to see some coming out. So now I've got to clean the drill bit. For a dab. All that work for a dab. So I'll just put a little bit on there, and you don't really want much. You don't want it squeezing out too awful bad. Plus I gotta get some lumps out of it. I can feel lumps in it, so that's not gonna be good. This is gonna turn into a nightmare is what this is gonna be. Because my rag is not here where I need it. Use this piece of paper. I'm getting a little bit too much of that rubber. Big knots. Now we got a good, nice, smooth finish. And I'll just coat the back side of that. And we just want a skim of it. We don't really want any more than just a skim, because most of it's going to squeeze out when you squeeze it. So you don't want a lot of squeeze out. So now I don't have a rag. Now I got to go find one. It's messy, but I'll tell you, that stuff works. Now I'm going to go over it one more time and make sure I ain't got any feel like sand or grit or anything like that, or lumps. Get all the lumps out of it so it's nice and smooth. And then we're going to put it in the center of that, and we're just going to do some twisting and pushing and twisting and aligning and shaking side to side. And remember, it's black, so if you get any in the crack, it's actually going to help you, because then you can just go right around that if you don't move the piece. Which is what I just did. So I'm just using the fingers to center it. So now we've got it smeared on the top of this piece. So now all we got to do is just let it set and dry overnight. And you never know that was you know what I just did? I gotta change that bowl. How many of you guys are laughing your ass off now? Now I gotta take it back off. Daggone it, I forgot about that. Hey, at least I showed you what I was doing, so it still concludes this video. So just wipe it off and wipe it off of this side too, but try not to get it back on the other side. I'll probably do a little bit of painting on that, depending on how good it looks. So now we're ready for me to do it the right way, get another bolt. So anyway, that is the project at hand for Bison Workshop for tonight. And I hope all you guys get your gauntlet. I know 2 people right now that's waiting on a gauntlet. I am too. I don't like it when they change their dates like that. That ain't right. Sorry. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys have a good one. Later.